Hi everyone! I have a video for you today that I am so excited to do. I was tagged to do the Shadow Junkie Tag by Leahia here on YouTube, and she goes by that lady, and I will link her video down below where she goes through her favorite eyeshadows and stuff like that. So we'll go ahead and jump right into it. The first question is, what is your favorite drugstore line of eyeshadows? And I would have to say that my favorite line is the Wet n Wild shadows. I think I have so many of them, and I think they are all really, really good quality. They're super affordable. They're only like a couple of dollars each. I have trios, I have 5 pans, I have the Comfort Zone palette, which is so beautiful and fantastic quality. So I think Wet n Wild takes the cake for me. The second question is, what is your favorite primer, your favorite eye primer? I have 2 actually. Currently I am using the Urban Decay Primer Potion. I've used this before, I love it. And I also love the Too Faced Shadow Insurance Primer, which I just used up, and so I could move on to this one. So either one of those are really, really great. They make your shadows last longer, they prevent them from creasing, they make them, you know, they even out your eye surface. So if you have oily lids, they're great for that. So highly recommend either one of those. Third question, what is your first ever eyeshadow purchase, and do you still currently use it? I have been wearing eyeshadow for a long time. I have no idea what my very first eyeshadow purchase was, but I do know that for a long time early on I was using the Almay Intense I-Color Trios. I used the one for brown eyes and for hazel eyes, and I remember that I loved them so much. I don't even think they make them anymore, so no, I do not still use them. I was basically obsessed with them, and I used them all the time for a long time early on when I started doing makeup. And then I also remember there was a Covergirl quad that was basically purples. I know that I used that one a lot too in 2000. Brittany did her Oops, I Did It Again video, and she had the white with the blue liner. That was my jam. I did that like every day for a year, and it looked awful. No one should ever put nothing but white all over their lid and brow. That was awful. That was horrible, but it was the look. And I did it regularly. That was when I was like first in college, and it was, for some reason, the rage. It's what we did. The world has since moved on. Number 4 asks, what is your best drugstore eyeshadow dupe? I think any drugstore eyeshadow dupes that I know about, I learned here on YouTube, but I will share them with you. Ooh, but I do have one that I found on my own. But I'll share the ones that I kind of didn't invent. Comfort Zone palette from Wet n Wild. This green color is a dupe, Mildew from Urban Decay, and when you put them on your eye you really can't even tell much of a difference at all. If I can swatch them for you, I'm not very good at swatches, but I'll give it a go here. Okay, so which one is which? Okay, so this is the Urban Decay Mildew, and this is the green shade from that Wet n Wild palette. This is maybe a little bit darker, but that also could be because I applied more of it. You can hardly tell a difference when you actually put it on your eye. Literally, like, it looks like the same color. Then my other one here is this brown from the Wet n Wild. Looks virtually identical to Smog from Urban Decay. Here are the, which is which? I think, like, I think this one is the Wet n Wild and this one is Smog, right? Yes. So, I mean, they're so close that I literally cannot tell a difference. And I'm looking at them like it's almost like I just swatched Smog twice, but I know I did not. That is how identical and fantastic this Comfort Zone palette is, because it looks exactly like Urban Decay colors that are so much more expensive. This black with the sparkles in it, like it's black and sparkly, silver sparkles, looks very similar to Oil Slick with sparkles, silver sparkles in it. I wonder if they would swatch the same. Yeah, I would say that they are definitely similar. They both are a dark black with silver sparkles. So the black crease color is a fairly good dupe for Urban Decay Oil Slick. And this black, they don't look very close on camera, but yeah, on my arm I can't even really tell a difference. So this one is the Wet n Wild one, this one is Oil Slick. Identical. I love that Comfort Zone palette. Why did I buy the Ammo palette now? Using this Stila In the Moment palette. This purple color, Glance, looks very much like this purple color from the, what is this, Arts something, Arts in the Street palette from Wet n Wild. So real quick here, do a comparison. If I didn't know better, I would say they're exactly the same color, just put into two different palettes, frankly. Almost exact shade, the same texture, the same wear. This is absurd. So this one is the Wet n Wild, and this one is Stila Glance. Like, I cannot express how identical they are. The next question, what is your most underrated eye product that you love, that nobody else ever talks about, that you hear very little about? And I am gonna have to go with the Milani Bella single eyeshadows. I have 3 of them and I love them all, and if I didn't have so much other makeup, I would buy so many of the other colors. I love them. For example, this is Bella Teal. Every time I wear it, it makes me think I'm a mermaid. And they're soft and they're pigmented and they're easy to blend, and I highly recommend these. You don't hear about them ever, but yeah, I'm not mad at that color. The Bella Navy. Dark, beautiful navy, and I love it. Bella White. It's hard to find a good matte white. At least I think. You know, some of them are very sheer, some of them are very, you know, powdery and chalky. This is spectacular. And they're cheap. They're like a couple bucks. Six says, what is your favorite single eyeshadow? Oh, I had such a hard time with this. It's like asking me to choose my favorite student. My favorite, I can't. And that are beautiful, and I'm sure you've seen them or heard of them. I have used them in tutorials. They are the Loreal Infallibles. This is in Iced Latte, and this is in Amber Rush. And Latte, I love this in the corner, like the inner corner of your eye. It gives a nice, beautiful glow. See that? I love it on the lid. I love this color. I fantastic, and I've heard it is a dupe for Stila Kitten, which I do not own. I guess I don't need to if this is a dupe for it. And then the Amber Rush. Oh, this all over the lid. Just by itself. I wear it just as a one color look. How could I not? Look at that. It's metallic. It's that rose gold. It says, what is your favorite cream eyeshadow? And I am going to have to go with this Mica Beauty. Mica? Whatever. Looks like this. Mica? This is beautiful on its own. It's got that sort of metallic-y shine. It is perfect as an eye base. But again, what is your favorite neutral shadow? I love this little Lorac matte palette. It has basically any type of basic color that you will need. It has a white. Colors are beautiful and highly pigmented, and they go on smooth and buttery, and I love them. And when are you not going to need a matte basic neutral color? So I love this little palette. Mine says, what is your favorite colored eyeshadow? Hands down, I didn't even have to think about this. This was my lead horse in the race, and there was no palette that even came close. It is my Urban Decay Electric palette, and I had this for a long, at least a year, and it looks like I haven't even touched it, but I use pressed pigments, it says, and I don't know if that's like a gimmick or whatever, but there you have to use so little to get color payoff. Like, look at this, demonstrate here. I'll go with this one. Take another one. And I just touched it. Like, I didn't even rub it around. Like, they're fantastic. They pigmented, in fact, that like it sometimes stains. Like, they'll come off with eye makeup remover and stuff, but like, look at that pink and whatever purple, I think. Neither one of those coming off. Not happening. Number 10. What is your favorite eyeshadow palette ever? Down to it, hands down, my Too Faced chocolate bar. It's got pops of color. It's got two enormous, like, double size highlighters. And it's got shimmery shades, it's got matte shades, it's got everything that you could possibly need. And if you are traveling, it's pigmented. It comes in a nice hard case with a decent sized mirror. Can't say enough good things about it. And so my eyeshadow junkie tag, if you have made a video, because I would love to watch it, and I tag you. If you want to do it, please feel free to do so. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe down below. And also feel free to leave me a comment. Let me know what you would like to see in the future. And always, I thank you for watching. Peace and love.